Hey guys! Welcome to
Welcome to
Welcome
the
to the
night
night
raid!
raid!
Yay!
So I'm Ken.
I'm Eon.
And I'm Anastasia.
This will be our mid-season review of Gate. So the Defense Force spot. And you have to say that because I feel
So
like
the self-defense force boss.
Yeah, that is true.
okay, they might be right, they might not be.
You are right.
But I'm a dragon. I feel like I have to include the little subtitle because I feel like there's something else that's called Gate. And right now this season there's
Divine Gate.
Divine Gate. What do you guys think about the season 2 so far?
This one there is going across like this. It's really annoying.
I must ask you a question.
So what do you think about this season?
Well, this season has definitely been a more politically driven show. We're seeing more of the other side of the Gates, politics and their way of living. We saw in the first episode something they would have never shown us in the first season with Bunny Girl. We would have never seen that in the first season.
Oh my god, yeah.
Simply because we were only following Itami.
The show was definitely more feel-good when they were first introducing you to this fantastical world. You to this fantastical world. You to this fantastical world that they've stumbled upon.
Feel good? Feel good? Like 90,000 people died in the first episode.
But
How's that
okay,
feel good?
wait,
People
wait,
got
wait.
stabbed in the streets by pigmen.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Burner.
Cut her arm off.
I'm your own sister.
Yeah.
Burner with fire dragon fire.
I do agree that it would not have shown us anything like that the first season, but I'm not going to say it was because it was feel good first season.
It's
I
just
feel like it was way more feel-good
it's
against
because-
characters.
it's because we were only following the Japanese. The only interactions we had with the people of the Empire was with Pina and her people. And they weren't those kind of people, so we weren't going to see anything like that.
Right. We potentially would have seen something like that if
Zolzal was in the first season.
or by some weird coincidence they did not win that battle for that city. So, we could have seen something like that then, but no, we definitely saw nothing like that in the first season. I was a little disappointed where we're cutting off for this mid-season review because this was supposed to be the Fire Dragon arc, and I felt like the Fire Dragon arc was like...
Going to be about the fire
I
dragon.
thought it was going to be epic. Like, there was going to be something
It
really...
was an epic battle.
But it was
People got
literally-
obliterated.
It was
And
pretty
eaten
much
and
dragged
stuff.
Yeah, it was
into one episode.
kind of.
No, it was
We
one.
built up to it for 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And we did waste an entire episode on him being Tuka's dad.
But we did do a lot of political stuff, and we got to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
stuff with the Empire, so that was all cool. We did find out that Hardy is a girl, not a guy.
However, this next episode we're probably actually going to get an interaction with Hardy.
I think that's going to be the rest of the season. That and the Empire stuff.
To kind of jump ahead for this season, the big thing that just happened is, of course, the Emperor has just died. He was poisoned by Bunny Girl's operative so that the Prince would become the new Emperor. I think war of some kind is inevitable now.
Oh, yeah. Some sort of war is going to go down for sure. And that's all been instigated by whatever the Bunny Girl's name is.
I don't think it's going to be a war with Japan. I think it's actually going to end up being a civil war of some nature. I'm just looking strictly at the opening credits. And there are archers firing arrows and things like that. And I just don't see that type of combat happening with Japan at all.
No,
so
unless they plan on all dying.
they would plan on all dying if they fought Japan anyway. I do think he would be dumb enough to declare war on Japan. Like, oh,
Right.
Well, they
your
punched him in
diplomats
the
poisoned
face.
my father.
They punched him in the face.
They did more than punch him in
Yeah,
the
they
face.
brutally beat him in his father's,
A girl
chamber. Yeah.
brutally beat him in front of his father.
Yeah.
For me, when season 1 ended, I was really happy with season 1. I thought it was really strong. I really liked the series, and I was anticipating a season 2. And season 2 has not let me down. It's kept going, and it's still evolving this world. But at the same time, things that I would have liked to have seen kind of fallen to the wayside. They haven't branched out or fulfilled in any way. Because my thing is, I like the storyline, but at the same time, the fact that Japan is so OP.
In a battle situation, Japan obviously has way more power than anything they can come up with.
Not even in just battle, in negotiations, in trade, because
Because they're ignorant.
they're ignorant and they don't know everything. So it's like Japan can make steel like instantaneously. These people, they can't. Yeah, they have firearms. They have all that. So the thing is,
And
I
these
was
people
hoping.
don't know that these other rocks in the ground are precious stones.
Right. What I was kind of hoping is the only thing that the other side of the gate has going for them are these demigods.
Yeah.
If these demigods all teamed up to be like, we're going to expel Japan from this side of the gate, they
probably
could
could
do
do
it.
Yeah.
Because we already saw Rory take out highly trained assassins and took bullets and was just like, oh, it's nothing. Bullets
Well,
don't
she
faze
even
me.
said after the fire dragon, when they came out, and he was like, "Why are you hurt?" Pretty much, and she's like, "Cause I took your damage."
That was kind of weird. The fact that she could take bullets like it was nothing, and then an explosion did that much damage to her? One explosion?
No, it was.
Or is it
It
because she was literally taking his damage, like as if she was a human?
I think it was her taking the damage that he would have taken, because it wasn't just one explosion. It
No,
wasn't just one thing.
the damage that he took, the only damage he took in there is whenever he got the back end of the rocket launcher from Yao's, whenever she shot it in the leg. I don't know. She was pretty beat up.
It's a good thing we didn't do this review like before we watched episode 6. We both thought like the fire dragon wasn't dead yet.
I didn't believe it.
Like I thought that its
It
arm got
didn't
blown
show
off.
us a dead body in that episode.
It fell into the cavern.
Yeah, its scales like flew off.
I
So
thought it would come back in like episode 9,
be some
Be this,
battle
like,
worn
nasty
dragon.
and
thing
it would be
that's
really
big.
like easy to defeat it. And I also thought that, oh hey, like second win chance, because I was kind of like, okay, if the dragon was dead, at least now we have these 2 baby dragons. So
Yeah,
blow
those
those
are
up
the
into
last
Yeah, and
ones.
then they
seconds.
died.
I was so disappointed in that.
Ooh.
Ooh, maybe the death of the fire dragon is gonna like awaken the male dragon, because that's clearly a female dragon.
Ancestral dragon.
How did the female dragon have fertile eggs? There's got to be a boy
So
dragon.
maybe
running
there is
around
another
somewhere.
dragon.
There's got to be. We're gonna see that boy dragon. Mm-hmm.
Eat me! Come and defeat this dragon like you did last time!
No.
This boy dragon.
I just want to see something that can equal the odds, even if for a little bit. Something that poses a challenge for the actual army. Because let's face it, if the fire dragon flew directly into the army, it would have died. There's no way it
Yeah.
could have stood up to that. They're going to play diplomatic, and, just because if they do whatever they want, then they'll have war for real with countries that can fight them, and they're on their side of the gate.
Like, these other countries are sending in
Well,
these
because they
teams.
want access to the gate too.
China,
well, yeah,
Russia,
but the
and
only
United
actual
States.
country that we've seen that's made a big deal about it is America.
Well, yeah, of course. That's
Yeah,
always
because America
how it
wants everything.
That's how it always works in these type of shows. That's just the impression that the rest of the world has on
I'm just
our
surprised
country.
no one's gotten the spy over yet.
No, I'm fully confident that there are spies.
I'm fairly confident as well because whenever Zolzal got those slaves, he didn't get it on the opening.
Which makes you wonder, like, how long that gate's been there and how no one noticed it the first
Well,
time
it
when
was
the guys
invisible.
came through. And...
Yeah, it was invisible.
But the people shouldn't have been.
Yeah, but they could have snuck out, grabbed them in
Yeah.
the streets, and then taken them. I fully don't know exactly.
There could be another gate.
There's all kinds of weird stuff that could be happening. What if it only opens for a limited time and it's going to close and they get trapped? However, then that completely screws up my theory, and this is my theory, that Gate is actually a prequel to Monster Musume, and so all of the transfer girls from Monster are actually the half species that are on this side of the gate that we met. The cat girl, Medusa girl.
And it is also the lead into Noragami. They aren't actually all only goddesses. There's also gods, and they're gonna go through the gate too, and we're gonna worship them in Japan.
Right, and so he's got to like...
That's where Yato comes
Yeah,
from.
Yato comes from the gate, and he comes through, and he's got to get money so he can build the temple so that people will worship him and know who he
Yeah.
is.
There are so many holes in these theories.
No, there's not.
Yes,
No,
there-
These are perfect
Monster
theories.
Musume, for sure, they say blah 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 island.
Oh, beyond the gate.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
never been to that island on the show.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Don't gang up on me.
Brr,
So-
the first one didn't take.
What's some big events that you guys think about for this season?
We're only remembering it for the sake of the rest of the season. The bunny girl that worked in the tavern attacking his higher up, whatever he is. He's more like on the same level as him.
He does the paperwork.
We don't know anything about these like warrior bunny clan, and we don't know anything about her because she's apparently a spy for the Empire. We've known that for a long time. She was trying to take an angle by using her to make it look like Pina had done it, and that didn't make any sense to me. I don't know why they ever thought Japan would have thought that.
It's a letter with the Imperial seal.
Yeah, because remember
okay.
they caught the guy and they're like, we know you sold our seal to whatever.
Right,
Because
so when she got caught, she would have said the Empire sent me to do it.
she would have never done it if the bunny girl asked, because she hates her.
Right.
Yeah.
She's made that abundantly clear.
Right.
For me, probably just the fire dragon battle. I mean, I haven't.
That's been the
It was
biggest
pretty
thing.
epic.
More specifically from that is when Lele uses the magic and all the
Yeah.
swords, and she's just like, "I'm gonna rain down death
Yeah.
upon you."
That was like
And for the first
amazing.
time, we see Tuca actually do something, and she's like,
magic from the sky.
she just obliterated that
I know,
dragon.
and we didn't even know that she even could do anything like that.
True.
I didn't even think she had any kind of magical power.
See,
And then she did that, and I was like, oh my god, what is wrong with you? Why haven't you done anything like this whole time?
overall, so far, if you had to rate the first half of this season, what would you rate it on 1 to 10 fire dragons?
More like 1 to 10 on the heat scale.
Because
Fireman?
this anime is so hot right now.
Because we're getting so many different elements of it, I'd give it a 9 dragons and 2 baby dragons.
9.2.
9.2.
Okay. What would you give it so far this season?
I don't know, like a 7.6.
7.6.
Yeah.
I would put it right around an 8. I'd give it around 8 fire dragons. It is still a strong continuation from season 1. It's not as good as season 1 right now, but let's face it, it's really rare for a second season to be as good as the first season.
Unless
So-
you're Origami.
Right, unless you're Noragami. But anyway, it's definitely worth watching. I think that's it. So let us know what you thought about the
Comments
first
down
half.
there.
Comment. Go like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube. Become a fellow raider. Just let us know what you like about these videos, what you want us to change, things like that. Send us some messages. We like to talk. All right. Well, I guess until next time, keep watching anime. Bye!
Johnny.